What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about some of the changes that I made on the FSCs. It seems a little darker in here because all I did was move the light slightly over to the left a little bit, so the shop light is not directly on this, causing us some misreadings. And hopefully it'll work, so I don't have to do that whole process that I've been doing of having to shut this light off and turn on a lamp. So yeah, so the changes that I've done to this FSC, and in the next video I'm gonna have a little discussion about the FSC and the pastel in one video, because you can't go wrong with either or, but again, that's going to be discussed in another video. So some of the changes that I've made on this thing is, or the prior changes, yesterday I put it back together to how I had it before. But what I did was I did a bypass, regulator bypass, which that in turn made this unregulated. But with the power cap and everything, my numbers were off. So I just decided to put it back the way it was. But I did notice something that was happening even after I put it back together, because this launcher, I had it stored for a little while. So the spring here, the velocity spring that goes in there, compressed. It got weak and it just compressed. So if anyone is having that problem where your FSC is losing power, swap that velocity screw, that velocity spring. Sorry, not screw. That velocity spring, because that could be the culprit. Now I have changed it, but I have not tested it. That's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna test them to make sure that the power levels are back up to where they were. There's just one difference between the way I had it before and how I have it now. So again, this is regulated again, but I did drill on the chamber. I did drill 2 holes on the chamber, 2 extra holes, to see if the chamber fills up a little faster. If it doesn't work, that's fine, because I have extra chambers upstairs. So I will be using the V2's, and I got my scale there so you guys can see that I'm not trying to play a game on you guys. I'm not trying to run a game, because in this space, if there's no video, it never happened, right? So there you go, 8.05. 8.05, 8.07, 8.05. This one's a little lighter. Let's see. Maybe I have it. Oh, I see. It's starting to go up for no reason. No, that can't be right. Let me turn this off and turn it back on. Sometimes these scales go a lot of whack. Okay, 8.3. No. All right, so this one's 8. Yeah, let me make sure that some of these are, yeah. So it's just that one. That one's a little small, a little lighter. And the last one, 8.06. Okay. So there you go. I'm not trying to run game on you guys. That's what I'm using the Joules V2's for this test. I am using the 20-gram Camera Tech magazine, 6 V2's. And pardon the mess, we're getting all of our Christmas stuff out of from around the house, and We just have it lumped in here right now. Okay, so the first one I'm going to test is this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and test this one. Because again, I swapped the velocity screws on both of these. There we go. Hopefully I'm not double feeding. And the double feeding issue on these is because of the Grimberg barrel. The Grimberg barrel has these little tiny nubs. But they're not the best quality. But you can always buy them. I buy them off of A&S Gear all the time. They're like 90 cents or something like that. So for me, it's not a big deal. Always wear your safety glasses. I'm always wearing these. I just wear them. You can't see them because I'm always behind the camera. But always wear your safety glasses because you never know. So here we go. I'm going to pierce this. There we go. No leaks. First shot. 320. 316. 294. 280. 265. And I should have had one more. There we go. 236. So that one would have been a lot higher, but I got a little jam. I don't know what's going on with these magazines. I don't know. I think it's the spring. It's not quite. They kind of get like this little piece here kind of gets hung up because these are 3D printed. In a self-defense situation, you know, obviously you would just, if you have an extra mag, you would just eject the mag and install a new one. Okay, so brand new CO2. As you guys can see, it was in my pocket because it's kind of cold down here. And then 6 more Joule rounds. I got 6 more Joule rounds right there. 5, 6. And now we're testing this one. There we go. Let's air it up. And here we go. 322. Oh, this one kind of farted a little bit. So this one I'm going to have to see what's going on. There's always something when you open these things up. But yeah, I'll bring this test back over. But I can already feel that the power is back. I'm gonna assume that I put a little too much oil in it or too much grease. But I'll test that again later with some of my 12 grams because these 20 gram are expensive. I get 6 of them for like $25, so they're pretty pricey. So I'm not gonna be running that test with these 20 gram CO2s. But yeah, that's today's video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, so I'm gonna test this this pink FSC again. This time I'm testing with the 12 gram CO2s with the T8.9 magazine and sleeve, 8 Joule rounds. As I stated before, the 20 gram magazines are the 20 gram CO2s are very expensive, so I can't just be wasting those just to test. So we got it. Oh, let's do this one more time. 6 V2's. And I'm gonna install it on the gun. There we go. Hopefully we're not double feeding. Let me grab my glasses. And I'm not really looking for numbers here. You know, because I know that the 12 gram CO2 is going to be completely different than, there we go, we're aired up. The 12 gram CO2 numbers are going to be completely different than the 20 gram. So here we go. 331, 304, 278, 247, 217, 175, and that is normal for this 12 gram because I have the SSD power cap, which eats up CO2 like crazy. It makes this a CO2 hog. All right, so there you go. As you can see, it's working properly. It's just probably that I used a little bit too much grease. I probably went a little overboard with the grease and it froze. All right, catch you guys on the next one.